Manus AI. If you haven't heard of it by now, well, you're probably not on Twitter. It's the latest AI agentic tool to come out of China, and it's kind of taken the dev world by a storm. It is not exactly artificial general intelligence, but it's pretty close and is capable of taking on any number of autonomous tasks to get your prompt completed in the best way it can. So I got early access to give it a test drive. Let's go check it out. All right, so this is the user interface for Manus AI. It has a standard look we've come to expect now from most LLM chatbots. Over on the left, you'll see the different chats that you've engaged in already, as well as a button to start a new session. And we can do a search as well, which is pretty nice. And then in the middle, we have that primary text field to enter in your prompt. Now, just below that, they do have some templates, featured research life. You see those down there, some things that you can do. But in this case, I'm asking it to make a stock ticker and give a response of buy, hold, or sell based on a series of principles that are found in the book, You Can Be a Stock Market Genius. It's by Alan Greenblatt. And I think I even mispronounced or misspelled his name there. Nevertheless, here's Man. It's going to work. It repeats back to you what you said, which is great. And then it begins to tell you, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to implement the core strategies from the book. And it already, that quickly has told me what the core strategies are. It gets set up the web application framework. It does have a penchant for Next.js for whatever reason. I think you can actually specify which one you want to, but it typically chooses Next.js. Here's it showing me my product structure. Earlier it showed me the to-do list, and it's off and running. It's off and running. Now, I've skipped forward in the video. In this case, it fixed a build issue that it ran into. It's really neat to watch it operate real time. You can actually see it run into errors, research its own errors, and then come up with a fix for its own errors. And in this case, there's both a terminal, a browser, and an IDE, and you can at various points click on live, as you see in the bottom right there, and you can see what it's typing into its own virtual terminal, virtual browser, or virtual IDE. So that's really exciting. In this case, we ran into a fail, unfortunately, because it ran into a problem connecting with the Yahoo Finance API. And as a result of that, it put in some mock data, and I was running it and getting the same results back. I complained about that, and then it said, hey, here's the problem. We're having a problem with Yahoo data. But nevertheless, really, really successful in building out that basic web interface super fast, doing deep research. I love the fact that on the back end, it does have code and mathematical formulas that correspond to the different principles from the book. So you can get all the documents still, all the files that it creates are accessible to you. As you can see here, I'm going on to another request. This is with me building a code coach web application. I had an idea to take a person from average Java developer to awesome in 30 days and to guide them through a web app. And I wanted it to include motivation. I wanted it to include some of the success principles and learning principles from some of Tony Robbins' work. And here it goes. It shows you, here's my to-do list. Here's all the things that I want to do. I absolutely love that. I believe it can be modified. You can literally stop the progress and say, hey, do this instead of that. But I love how it shows you the progress there. And here it is. This is the fully built and deployed. It's live deployed to a Manus site, the Code Coach 30-day immersion program for Java developers. This is live and working now. Now, I'm going to do this myself. I'm not going to do it live on the video. I'm going to go through this. But as you see, it gives you the 30 days. It breaks it down into 3 different phases. I did not tell it to do that at all. It gives you an overview out down there, as well as shows you here's what you need to get started. This is a live web app ready to roll, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I did click on continue journey there just to see what is the next page in this application. And we see different rituals to go through, different things to say to yourself, things to do in the evening, an actual Java exercise where you can input code. This is awesome. This is really awesome. A little bit more than I expected. Everything's clean. I didn't check if it was responsive or not. I'll probably do that offline. The web application is built functional. You can actually type in code there in the code editor. As you see, this button for previous day, next day, things like gratitude, morning rituals. Like, it's a really holistic approach to learning a coding language, because I asked for that. Now, this is not a requirement. You have to do it that way. That's what I asked for, and it gave me what I asked for. And again, you can click on the files, get all the files, so I can certainly download this locally, run it locally, deploy it wherever I want to. But right now, it created a vanity URL. I'm not sure if it can be viewed in the browser here or not, and made this app that I asked for live. All in, it probably was under an hour for the whole thing, and it's fully functional, so that's pretty cool. Manus, give it a try.